folks! Welcome back! My name's Alex, this is Nostalgianomics. I'm excited about this video because we have one of the dead products that we've been hearing about that's been on the market. I've been accused of shilling this item. Me, shilling this item. I don't even like this item. I told you that. I don't like it. I don't have a obnoxiously large position. I have a good sized position in this product. And that product is, of course, the Charizard UPC. Now, when this came out, it was enormously popular. I actually got some heat for calling it a bad product because I don't like it. It's a bunch of random packs thrown in a box, some Charizard promos in which we already had Charizard, V-Stars and V-Maxes in this era, so we didn't need more of them. And, it was just kind of thrown in the middle of a set, didn't really have an identity to it. I didn't like it. And I told everyone that. But after the product kept coming and reprints kept coming, and the product dropped from the hundreds to under 100 to under 90 and it settled in the 80s, then I made videos saying, hey, I think it's a good buy at these prices. I still don't like the product. Guess what? You don't have to like everything you invest in. You don't have to like a play for it to be a good play, which I still don't. I still don't like the product. But it was very clear to see in the 80s this was a great pickup because of the value you got inside with all the Sword and Shield era packs. I mean, what do you get? You get Brilliant Stars, Evolving Skies, Fusion Strike, and more. You get the 3 promo cards, which always have a value. You get some other cool stuff, which have some value. It was very easy to see the value inside was worth far more than what the boxes were selling for because of the oversupply, because people were wanting to dump them, because no one in this hobby has a long-term mindset. And so, yeah, I started picking them up, case by case. And I got called a shill, and people, I got heat from people saying, Alex, you're changing your tone. You said you hated it, now you're buying it. I still hate it. Still bought it. It's a good play. And so it's been dead for a while. Everyone's saying it's dead inventory. It was the biggest flop, in Pokemon, Charizard history, and blah, blah, blah. It's the same things we're seeing in Scarlet and Violet right now. Everyone calling it a bad investment. Don't buy that stuff. No one's going to want it. No one wants sealed product anymore, right? We're past those times. We're past the times of sealed product going up. Get on TCG Player right now if you want to. These boxes were selling for $95 a little over a week ago. Now, confirmed sales selling between $108 to $110. And the supply is disappearing quicker and quicker. I wouldn't be surprised to see this in the 110s, 120s before long. That's how much of this product has been disappearing from the market daily, weekly, monthly. I told you before, eventually this stuff does run out. It's not endless, contrary to what people want others to believe. It's not endless. And something about the human psyche, when something becomes more scarce, not available everywhere, prices start going up, collectors want it then when they didn't before. I don't know how all that works, but it just does. And we're seeing very large movements in this product. And I'm talking like 10, 15% in a week's time. We're seeing supply disappear at rapid rates because you're seeing people start to catch on and realize, oh, I'm going to miss my chance. It's not that the promo cards have really went up. A lot of the sets, they haven't really went up that much in the past week and a half, 2 weeks. And so it's not really the items or the cards or anything inside that are rising in price. It's the product itself. It's the product itself. And this is going to continue to happen down the line with every single sealed product. And people still don't catch on. And even in this video, I'll get comments saying, oh, this is people manipulating the market, right? This is people trying to, buy it out or make it look more scarce than it is, or, there's still tons of it out there. The market, you could have the big guys, right? All crash the market if they ever want to, right? Because people have airplane hangars full of this. You hear that with every single product, but it's a weird thing. Base set booster boxes hit 30K during the boom. Where were all the people who were holding airplane hangars full of that paid $60, $70, $80, $90 to $100 a box for whenever it was released? Why did they come out of the woodwork and sell it for 30K? What? Why didn't all the Evolutions product all work its way out in the system when it was $1,000 a box? Right? Why do we never see the big whales with the airplane hangars full dump all their product in the market? I guess one, you could say because they're smart enough not to crash a market on product they own. Or maybe there just really isn't that many Rudy Alpha investments out there. Maybe there isn't that many people who have as much product as they want you to believe. Because the movements we see in this market with not really that many sales, I mean 100, 200, 300 sales, it's not that crazy amount of products when you look at how much Pokemon prints, but it's enough to move markets drastically in this hobby. And so it really needs to get you to question some of the rhetoric you hear about how much product is actually out there. I'm actually going to release a video in the future really breaking down the numbers, because I always hear the 7 billion plus cards and all this, but does anyone ever actually break down that number? Now, again, I'm going to do this in a later video, but just think about it, like just some, kind of freehand math. You got 7 billion cards plus, right? Well, how many of those are promos, right? There's a certain amount of promos released every single year. How many of each of those promos do they print? All right? How many energy cards are put in all of the ETBs in all of the sets released all year? All those energy cards count as cards printed. How many code cards are printed in all the packs? How many energies are put in every single pack? Okay? Take all that into account. And now take into account all the theme decks, all the, the prepackaged cards and products that get put in all the products, okay? Now, take all the sets every year. What is it, like 7 sets a year, like 4 main, maybe like 3 specialty? So 7 sets a year. Divide that by 11 cards per booster pack. Divide that by 36 packs per box. And then you've taken, 6 boxes per case. Or, 10 ETBs per case. And just do all the numbers, divide all that out and see how many boxes, how many cases are actually printed. It's not as much as you might think. When taking into account the worldwide popularity of this hobby, how many are broke every single day on the whatnots, the drips, the Twitches, YouTubes, TikToks. When you take into account how many people are in this hobby who actually want to own one of each item in their collection. I mean, when you start doing those numbers, you think, well, if there's, 1 million people who want one of every sealed product, that's 1 million boxes right there. And so, I don't think, this is my opinion, I don't think this stuff is as everlasting as is made to believe. And that's why we see movements like this on products like the Charizard UPC. And so when you see people say these things like this stuff's never going to move, it's going to take years and years to move. We heard that back with Chilling Reign, Battle Styles, and Fusion Strike. People were saying it was going to take 2 and 3 years to ever see growth on those sets, and it took about 6 months. Right? And this was post-boom, way past the boom. We're talking 2022. And you've seen people say it about the Charizard UPCs. It's going to take forever. There's way too much supply to work its way out of the market. And seemingly, every single time you hear that, the supply seems to work its way out in a matter of months, not years and years. But we still hold on this belief that there's endless product out there and it'll be there forever. I just think if that was the case, we wouldn't see 10-15% moves in a week. We wouldn't see booster boxes moving from 100 to 150 to 200. We wouldn't see UPCs moving from 80s to 90s to $110 almost that quickly. That's all I got today, folks. Just try to keep a clear head. Try to see things for what they are. Try to get good entry points. And try to have vision of what can happen based off what has continued to happen again and again and again, not based off what the naysayers like to say. That's all I got. See you back in a new video. I'm out.